The techniques and the methods that we have covered in this video series are relatively basic, but it should be more than enough for most people to get their raw files from whatever recording methods they've used to producing a nice sounding, professional quality podcast. That being said, these functions are relatively basic and there's a lot more to what Audacity can do. So you just need to click on the effects tab and you will see that these are all the different effects that we have not actually looked into but that are possible to do in Audacity. The best place to start looking at these new functions is through the manual. So you can access the manuals through Help, Manual. The manual is very comprehensive and it's got lots of different pages for the different functions and how to use these different functions. And there's also a dedicated tutorial section at the bottom where, for example, if I click on this one, it takes you step by step through the different processes of editing an audio file. So editing an audio file is pretty much what we've done, but you can do more complicated things such as looping, for example. So how you can loop an audio file, and it takes you step by step through these. So depending on what you want to do with your podcast and depending on the kind of effects you are trying to achieve, then it might be useful for you to look at the different tools and what's possible, and then you can take your editing skills to the next level and produce very interesting podcasts. So manual, I would highly encourage everyone to have a look at the manual. Even if you don't want to learn the new skills and you're happy with what has been covered in this video series, at least know what the potential is in Audacity, what you can do in Audacity, and eventually that could also affect the way that you are recording. For example, not having to start all over again if you make a mistake because you know that this can be edited out later on in post-production in Audacity.